You are watching a master at work.
Look, I be getting wrapped up in the I be getting wrapped up in my intro, man. I love that hook. All right, what's going on, brother? I got Kareem on here, man. We are setting up a text sequence. Let me make sure my mic good. We're setting up a text sequence. So pretty much, Kareem has a community. So what we're doing is we're setting up a keyword. So when people text a keyword under his Facebook post, Instagram post, TikTok, YouTube, out in public, wherever, if they text a specific word to a specific number, which is his business number, they will get an automated text to join the community. I'm gonna set up the entire process. I got the share screen going. That's pretty much it, man. Kareem, how you feeling, man?
Man, I'm feeling good, brother. I'm excited. This automation definitely helps out. Like a lot of things that I needed to manually do for myself, the AI is there to step in and take over. So, this is exciting, building this with you. I'm excited to be working with you on this, brother.
My man. All right, so I'm pretty much step by step. If you guys are looking at them from your phone, I know the screen will be kind of small. If you checking in from a computer, you'll be able to actually see what I'm doing. But I'll walk you through it step by step, and then I'll upload it to YouTube later. So on the left hand side, we have Kareem's community. As you can see, you guys have custom built communities. You can build them however you want, color, style, information, everything like that. Most important thing is the invite members link. So I want to grab the invite members link. We got to go back to the CRM, and then under the settings, we have to create a not settings. We're going to go to marketing. We're going to create a trigger link for it. So what a trigger link is a specific link or verbiage or anything that I want to always populate throughout different types of automations without having to go and find the link, right? So I'm going to click add link. This trigger link is going to be community invite. That's what we want to name it. So that way, when we're looking for it in one of the automations, it's so much easier. It's like anytime I'm setting up an automation for Kareem, or if he sets up an automation for himself, he's like, "Oh damn, let me invite him to the community." Boom, I can grab community invite,
Nice.
and then we'll paste it. Now he doesn't have to save the links all over the place. I used to save them in my Apple Notes and things like that. Instead, he can have it already saved into a community invite. So now that it's here, community invite, we're gonna go to his automations. I already started one, but you'll go to a create new workflow. So under the new workflow, obviously it doesn't have a name. We'll say text to join community. I'm a very simple man. I like to keep my thing simple. All right, so what a trigger is, if you guys haven't been following me, a trigger is something to initiate the automation. In this specific instance, the trigger is going to be texting a specific word. So what we're going to do, we're going to go down to customer replied. Customer replied is the trigger. I like to name everything. So I'll say customer text keyword. And that's just for me to know what the trigger is. Now here we got to add a filter. We got to add a couple filters. So the first filter is going to be reply channel. Then we're going to select, we're going to select SMS, which is a text message. Now keep in mind, it doesn't have to be a text message trigger. We can have it so when someone calls the number, they can receive a text message. We can have it to when someone responds to a chat widget, Facebook Messenger, Google My Business. You can literally be versatile for this, but the one we're setting up specifically is the SMS, right? So the reply channel is SMS. We want to add another filter because we don't want it to come through for every single text. So we have to say in phone number, and then we select his business line. Then one more filter because we want to filter it out so it's specific to this. We're going to say contains phrase. And this is where we're going to put his keyword. The keyword you said is community, right?
Community, yeah.
So this is something that I do. I don't think it's necessary. You know, AI and automation should fix this, but I'm very, very particular with this because you don't know how people text. I always put the keyword 3 times. I put it in all lowercase letters. I put it in all caps because some people like to type in all caps for some reason.
Yeah.
Community. And then I put it with just the first letter capitalized because, you know, some phones do the automatic capitalization for you. So now we have the word community 3 times, all caps, just the first letter cap, and all lowercase. Again, I don't think this truly matters, but that's just me being me.
Yeah, playing it safe.
Yeah, so we'll save that. So now if they text a keyword, something's going to happen. What do we want to happen? We want them to get a text to join the community. So we're going to reply back. So we're going to send SMS as our action. And then I like to name it. We'll say invite to join community. Bam, that's it. Simple. And in the message. So this is where we're going to say, you got to remember, they're texting from random numbers. I usually like to greet people. But because we don't have a custom value, we don't know who the person is. We're just going to give a generic greeting. So we're going to say, hey, this is, oh, look, see, I done made a typo with that capital E. Hey, this is Kareem. You use Kareem or Lovejoy? What name do you use when you speak to your people?
I'll say it's Kareem.
Okay. So I'll say it's Kareem because it's his community. So we'll say this is Kareem. Thanks for your interest in my community. Here's the link to join. Right? So I say, hey, this is Kareem. Thank you for your interest in my community. Here's the link to join. This is just a greeting that everyone's gonna get when they text that keyword to his number, right? Yeah, I'm on live, okay? You can never stop being a dad, right?
Nope, that's priority. Live gotta wait. Live gotta understand. Yeah.
You're welcome. All right. So what was the trigger link? Sorry. So we got the verbiage here. When you go to the little thunder, it says trigger link. He doesn't have many, but community invite is the one we just created. We know what that is because we just created it. Notice here it's kind of looks like gibberish to us, but the CRM knows I put that link for this trigger. So now we're gonna save this, and that's it. If we wanted to do more, we could do more. If we wanted wait steps, if we wanted to talk, if we wanted to kick in the AI, we can add much more to it. But this is a super simple setup. That's it. We're just go ahead.
So I got a question now, right? So if someone texts the link, that's going to respond. The AI is going to respond back to them with the link. Say if they follow up with an additional text, what happens then?
For this setup, nothing.
So if they text back after that, then nothing just happens.
Well, nothing happens. The AI will pick up from the AI that we set up for you, but this specific setup, nothing happens. We don't have anything after this. Now, to answer your question, we can make something else happen. So what we can do is we can set a wait period. This is a wait. This is basically us expecting something to happen, and then we can have it for contact reply. To the wait step, invite to community. So what this means is we're going to wait. So after we send them the link, we're going to wait until they reply. And then the system wants to know reply to what? Until they reply to our invite to join community text. And we'll save that action. So now what you just said, they're going to text the keyword. They're going to get the invite link. And now the system wants to wait. Like, okay, did they reply? Did they do something else? And then we can continue the automation to do whatever we wanted to do. So we'll say if, else, or. So I like to name these. Did they text again? We'll have a yes branch, and then we'll have a no branch. So I'll say, oh, the yes branch has to be something. So we'll say contact replied, true, because they replied something. So we'll say yes. We'll save that action, And you see how I created legs? Now
Mm.
I can go in different directions. So invite to community, or let's start from the top. So they text the keyword, your keywords community. They text the community word. They got your greeting, and it gave them the link. So they should just click on the link and join the community and be done.
Right.
But if they do reply, we can have something else happen. So what we'll do is it naturally sets a timeout for 24 hours. So if they don't reply within 24 hours, we're going to say no, and we're going to remove them from the workflow, because
Okay.
that means they got what they came for. They didn't need anything else. If they do reply, what we'll then do is we'll set another action up, and then we can add the conversation AI, and then we'll kind of build it from here. Since this is just the demo, I won't go nitty gritty, but this is how
Yeah.
we go deeper into the conversation. So it's like you can ask the question, you can give it. I typically like to give it up to 10 questions, so that way it has more of a variety to know, like, okay, what did it say? If it didn't meet the conditions, then it has different branches. It can go much deeper. But yeah, you can do that. You can have it start, or I can say add to another workflow. So like, where is my look? You got me in overdrive. Every time I get questions asked, I love it. I start getting, right here,
Yeah.
add to workflow. So we'll add it to another workflow for communication start, and that alone kicks it to the AI.
And
So
AI take over.
literally, we can leave. I'll leave it like this. Actually, I'll leave it just to have you. We got a more in depth. You done made a more in depth demo, but what we just built just now. When a customer comments a keyword, which is the community, the first thing they're gonna get is the thank you text with a link to the community.
Mm.
If they reply within 24 hours, it's gonna send their information over to the AI, and then the AI should pick up and have a conversation with them, either trying to sell them something, trying to book them on your calendar, or trying to activate them through a DVR. It'll have to determine it based on what they said. And then again with testing, because I just did this live time. Pretty much what I want you to do, actually, let's publish it. Whip out your phone, Kareem, and text your text number. Text community to the text. No, you know what? I'm sharing my screen. I'll text it so that way they can see it real time.
Okay.
Can you still see my screen?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna open up QuickBooks. I gotta share my phone real quick.
Yeah. This is gonna be very helpful for like Instagram and Facebook and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Post, they see that, that'll just take over. So my job is done. I just got to post and share the content and the information.
So let's say I'm interested in your stuff, right?
Yeah.
I see a TikTok, or I see a Facebook, right? And you like, yo, text community to join. I'm like, oh shit, I'm trying to join this community, bro. 862-684-4486, and then community. So see, I have an iPhone, so mine naturally does the first letter capital, and that's why I do that, right?
Right.
So I text community to the number you just told me. Oh, you know what? Did I turn it on? Yeah, I turned it on. I was about to say, make sure I turn it on. Okay, there I go, right there. Look, you see my phone up there. Hey, this is Kareem. Look, real time
Wow.
testing. Hey,
That's
this is
crazy.
Kareem. Thank you for your interest in my community. Here's the link to join. And it sent the link. So when I click the link,
And I got a text.
you got a text also?
Yeah.
What did your text say?
It says you have a new lead, name, email. It gave the phone number. Your AI assistant will now begin conversing with your lead. If you want to watch how the conversation goes, open up our desktop on your mobile.
You see?
That's amazing, bro.
And that's on
Wow.
your side. That's on the customer side. But on my side, I'm the well, no, you're the business side. I'm the customer side. The link brought me to your community. So
Wow.
we'll a couple steps. Then that we're doing this live. We definitely want to put a picture up here because we don't want that generic color up there. But this is the community. Now they know they subscribe for $7 a month. They can click it, they join, and bam, now you got a customer.
Speaking of which, I was trying to figure that out yesterday. I did it once, but then it disappeared. That pink background you're looking at. Now it said something about the image has to be 16 by something. Like I'm not good with that stuff.
That's gonna be like an external thing. What I recommend, let me see one of these pictures I can use. Can I use this one? Yeah, I'll use this one. So this is just a random picture on my computer, right? So
Right.
you got a Mac, right?
No, I got a Windows. I don't know what this is. HP.
Oh man. So I don't know how to do it on that, but I'm gonna show you how you do it on Mac, and you can probably mirror it somehow.
Yeah.
But when you got a picture open, you should be able to go to view. Is it view or is it edit?
And change the properties.
No, it's to okay. So for us, for Mac, it's tools, and then we have a literal button that says adjust size, and then you just change the property. So like, I do it as a custom property. And what did you say that the
It was like 16. I think it says 16 by 9.
Okay, so I would do 15.8 by 8.8. I always do it a little bit smaller, but this would be equivalent to 16 by 9. And then I would say, okay. And you see how it changed it for me? So now this is a quote unquote 16 by 9 size picture. I can now use the picture. It made it a little smush, but it made it so it can fit in that compartment. And if you notice the size, oh, you know what? I closed my phone, but the square, is it back up? Yeah. Let me open it back up. So the it's like a rectangle. Notice how they're pretty similar in shape.
Right.
Because it's just gonna make that size go right into this box. So this is how it would look on my phone. And this picture is a weird picture, but yeah, whatever your picture is, when you resize it, make sure you be able to view it. Make sure you can read the words. Because like if we were to use this picture, it'd be kind of hard for me to see that it's $20 per month with the option to cancel anytime. So that's kind of hard to see on my phone. So I would either make the font bigger because I had to make the picture smaller, or adjust it, play around with it like that. But yeah, you can definitely adjust. I don't know, again, I don't know PC like that, but I do know that it's possible.
Yeah, I could figure out. At least I know I could do it that way. And then again, you got Google, YouTube that'll tell you how to do it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so let me get my side by sides back up.
Now, is it a lot to set up a keyword for like Instagram and Facebook?
Nah, if you want to, I recommend using the same keyword, just adding triggers. So
right.
I'm glad you said that. This is all we'd have to do. And to answer what Kareem just said, you can have the same keyword for multiple channels. So what I recommend is pretty much just duplicating the trigger. So this trigger was a text message. So now what we're gonna do on this one is customer replied again, but the filter in reply channel, remember we did SMS. Now we'll just do Instagram.
Wow.
And then you still got to filter the words though. So like contains phrase, and then we got to type the community. But we can do that. So community, enter community, enter community, enter. All right, and that's an Instagram DM. So when they comment or when they message you, or when they DM you the word community, it'll then trigger the same thing. But this is where it gets a little tricky. So because we did multiple channels, you don't want to text them, because if they DM you from Instagram, we won't have their phone number to respond. So now you have to set a wait period. And this wait period is just a time delay. You can do 1 minute. It doesn't have to be 1 minute. You can set it for like 0.5, so it'll be like 30 seconds.
Right.
The only reason we're doing that is because we have to use a wait period to create an if else. So what this is gonna be is, what channel did they use? Right? And then we just break down the channels. So SMS, add a branch is going to be IG. I want to contact reply true. Add condition is, the condition needs to be SMS. So not contact reply. We'll go back. Nah, it is contact reply. Jeez. Contact applied. Contact applied. It's true. Let me just save this. I don't need the if else. All right. So now, what channel do they use? SMS will go down the SMS channel. And then if they didn't use SMS, so this is IG, we would just use the ID. Well, I can use a different branch. And this branch will be IG. And this branch could be Facebook. And then we pretty much just have to play around with all of them to know which channel they came in. Events. So I'd have to go to workflow trigger and then figure out which trigger they use. This is customer text keyword. That's the this one right here, meaning they came from this channel specifically. But then I can do this is not customer text keyword, which means that they came from customer reply. I just need to name it. Customer came from IG. And this is going to be customer text keyword to SMS. See, now that we going more in depth, I got to be more in depth. Like when it was just the SMS, I didn't need to break it down. But now that I'm adding other channels, I like to make sure that it makes sense. So when I do something like this, see how this changed? Customer text keyword to SMS. I want to make sure that that's what the channel is. And then if I add another branch, I can do LinkedIn. And then the workflow trigger is, and then just kind of play around with it. I'm not gonna go too crazy because we don't need all these for now.
Right.
So I'll delete that one. I leave this right here. Instagram channel. That's good. All right, so we'll just add these two for now, and then we'll play around with it because like we can go more in depth. In fact, let me do this. I'll leave this here for now. Actually, I gotta duplicate all this. Yeah, that's a lot. I gotta duplicate. I'll start from here. Copy action, and then I'll put it there. All right. So now I just duplicated the action because it's the same thing as accent. But see, this is invite to community. I want to copy the verbiage, but I need to send it from an Instagram DM. So this is a text message. This is the one for Instagram. So I'm gonna say Instagram interactive messenger. That's gonna reply in Instagram. So this is going to be the same thing, but this is going to reply in Instagram instead. See how the logo is different? That's a text message, that's Instagram, and then we can play around with it.
And this stuff syncs all to your social media, right? Your Facebook, Instagram?
Yeah, once you integrate it.
Okay.
Doesn't reference the wait step. Oh, this wait step. I forgot I duplicated it.
Now the integration, is that a simple process?
Yeah, it just asks you for your
credentials.
It just asks you to log in and it automatic. Why did it do that? Yeah, it just asks for your credentials. All right, that's everything here. Instagram DM, paste, bam. Okay, Instagram DM. I need to wait for the Instagram DM. There we go. All right, I'm talking and teaching. All right, so what I did was I just changed the text to an Instagram DM. The same message comes through. Still gonna have a wait period. If they text again, then it gets sent down to the workflow, which would then go to the Instagram feed. But that's why I said I wanted to show you something. So this is just a basic one that we just built, right? I already have one. I have multiple. This is the communication start. So this is how you can see how complex it can be. I'm not going to sit and explain the whole thing because it's very elaborate. Every channel that we can access can have a channel. So Facebook, Instagram, Google My Business, text message, emails, chat widget, live chat, WhatsApp, if they fill out a form, and if they come in from an ad. So depending on where they coming from, all of the tops have a bottom, meaning we know where they came from and we're going to respond on that specific channel. But I need yours to be set up. Like, I don't want to say, there's no point of us setting them all up if it doesn't have a channel to talk to, because it's kind of like a waste of time. So as you add your channels, we'll just keep adding conditions, because that's all it is. You notice this here. This is just a branch. Oh, actually, I went to the wrong branch. This branch. So you see it says workflow trigger is replied on Facebook. Workflow trigger is replied on Instagram. Workflow trigger is replied on Google My Business, because it knows, okay, these people came from these places. Let me make sure they go back to those places. If somebody replies on Facebook, well, how can you try to text them? You can't. I don't have your number, but I do have your Facebook because you just messaged me from Facebook, and that's why it's important.
Yeah, that makes sense, because they're like, "How you got my number? Like this is weird."
Yeah,
but the way you set it up makes sense.
But yeah, that's the. I mean, that's the whole setup, bro. We that's pretty much it. Like, I did that 30 minutes while teaching.
Less
but
than
you
that.
you can see it can be complex. So like this can break easily. Don't get me wrong. Like, I mean, you can see how many different channels I got. So somebody might fill out a form for you and you be like, AKP, they filled out a form. I got a text, but they didn't get a text. Now I got to go in and be like, well, damn, where did they get stuck? Now I got to figure out where they got stuck. I got to see why they got stuck. I got to go through the execution logs. I got to see, it's so much to try to troubleshoot. That's why I don't really like building on other people's work, because other people might build something a certain way and it ain't nowhere near how I would build it. So trying to troubleshoot it takes even more time. And I always like to show people this, because when people want to know why your price is your price, it's like, I could teach you how to do it. I could teach you way cheaper than it's going to cost for me to do it for you. Because when I teach you, you're now going to understand why I charge that much. You know what I'm saying?
It's your time, brother. It's your time. Not even necessarily the work. It's the time. My time to do it.
And that's the most important thing. But yeah, bro, we good here. I appreciate you coming on for me. This is what I want to start doing, because I'm gonna have a lot of people in the community just having guest speakers and stuff come on.
Right.
It's a win-win. You got an automation built out. I can showcase my skills. The people can meet you. If you want to do a shout out, man, this your time. Shoot out the community.
Well, listen, man. Amor Joey Legacies. It's French for Lovejoy. My actual last name, Kareem Lovejoy. Definitely got the community. I got the brand, the clothes, mindset, motivational speeches, all kind of stuff, man. We getting you ready to learn about cryptocurrency for those that are beginners that don't know about it. We got tips about credit gems, how to travel for free, how to start a business. And this is all for our community, because we have all this information that we don't really share, or people are confused, or you want to go spend tens of $1,000s to be confused by somebody that wants to be a mentor. So I encourage you to start small so you can get access to the information first and foremost, so you know where you fit and what's your next steps. So we're building, man. I'm definitely building with KP, man. He's on to something special with this automation, because you have no idea how much time this is going to save me, which will in turn increase my productivity in other areas. So I salute this brother, man. We got work to do.
My man, listen, we're good to go. Yeah, we can wrap. Just shoot me a text or hit me in the community. I'm gonna get back to that project I showed you earlier. That's still on the hush hush, so we ain't gonna talk too much about that one. But
I'm with you, brother.
See you soon.
All right.